It's day 164 of our inventory transformation. Guys, here's a look at my inventory so far. I'm working on aging up these blue butterflies so I can make a neon because I think they're so cute. My pet handler certificate ran out, which is super disappointing because I absolutely loved having it, but hopefully I'll try to be able to trade for one later. I'm headed to the campground and it doesn't really look like there's that many people, but we won't know until we go to the center of town after we're done with our task for the day. I feel like it's kind of hit and miss sometimes, like when I get on a server, and so I just need to make sure that there's plenty of people, like so that we'll have lots of people to trade with. I got my first trade of the day and I will definitely trade this neon urchin for this neon Kai Jr. So almost as soon as they put it in, I just thought about it for just a minute and then I accepted. But then when I went out to the chat, they actually had said like, please add more. And then when I looked up values on Elfbred, actually it said that the neon urchin is actually worth more than the neon Kai Jr. Almost twice as much, guys. So I definitely didn't want to add more for their Kai Jr. Although I will say that I have had lots of luck trading the neon Kai Jr.'s. This actually seems to be like a really good server, so I'm definitely going to stay for a while. I mean, look at all these trading stands. That's a lot of trading stands. Then I had this person trade me and they put in this fly ride scare bear. I do like the scare bears, but it doesn't seem like they're very easy to trade. I don't have any fly ride legendaries that I wanted to trade, so I just put in a legendary, which was the rosy maple moth, which honestly, if this wasn't a fly ride pet, it would have been very like, I don't know, like a fair trade. So then I put in this fly ride pet that I had just to make up the difference. And then they put in a rosy maple moth like, hey, look, I already have one. So then I took out my rosy maple moth and I was trying to find like another legendary and I just couldn't. I didn't find any and I wish they would have told me like what they wanted. But anyways, I just told them like, sorry, no offer. And then guys, I thought this day was never going to come, but this house is not going to be here very much longer. Actually, in this episode, we actually trade it. So take a good look around because this house is going bye and we're going to be getting a new house. I have really loved this house and I think one of the things I like most about it is the grinding thing is right inside the door, like the grinding area, and then also it's just like a big open space and I think I like that in a house the most. Then I had this person offer for my fly golden ladybug. They put in this dragonfly, which is really hard to trade, and then they put in this glormy dolphin. And have you guys seen this neon glormy dolphin? It's actually really cool and I can't wait to make some. But at this time, I just wanted to keep the fly golden ladybug, so I did. I just told him no thank you. Then I grinded so much when I had that pet handler certificate and I actually finished these snowy mammoths, so I'm ready to make a neon snowy mammoth. I love this pet and I'm hoping I get enough on my main account that I can actually make a mega, but right now we're just making a neon for this account to trade. I think I can definitely say that I love like every elephant that's out in the game, even the snorkel. I know it's not technically like an elephant, but it looks a lot like the elephant. And this snowy mammoth turned out so cute and I think the neon blue color definitely goes with it. So of course, after I make a neon, I always want to update my profile. And I'm back to aging up these blue butterflies. I had this person offer me a car for this fly golden ladybug, and you guys know I'm just not that into vehicles, so I told them no thank you. Then I saw this person that had a fly ride cupid dragon. I've already told you guys that I'd like to get 2 more so I can make a neon cupid dragon. So I definitely just wanted to try to offer. At first, I put in this mega snorkel. I wasn't sure if they'd actually like that pet or not. And then I put in this neon butterfly. And the thing with the cupid dragons is the value actually has dropped like a lot lately. And this mega snorkel, it shows that it's like really valuable, like if you put it into a values website. So actually my offer is like pretty fair for this fly ride cupid dragon right now. I might just be like slightly under or just like right there. So then they said, can you switch out the neons? And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a really good sign because we can use this mega snorkel. The mega snorkels are so easy to make, so it's just like really easy to replace if we wanted to. So then I put in this neon clover cow because I know a lot of people just love that pet. So then I asked, do you like these? Because this puts me like over by a little bit. And here's the thing, guys, I've had a lot of you guys like comment and say like, oh, the value's off or whatever. But you have to think I can only go off the values like right now when I'm recording this video. And right now when I'm recording this video, that fly ride cupid dragon is only worth a 4.75. And therefore my offer is actually over right now. I absolutely think that the cupid dragon's value is going to go back up. It's just going to take it just a little bit before it does. And when it does, it might be as valuable as like the strawberry shortcake bat dragon or the chocolate chip bat dragon. But right now, its value is just not like that high. In fact, if you really like the Cupid Dragon, right now is the time to try to trade for one, because like I've already said, I'm sure that the value of it is going to go up and up and up. So then they asked me if I could switch, like no problem. And so I put in this neon warthog, and then I just asked like this, and then they said, please wait, I'm thinking about it. So I was really hopeful that they would actually take this. And at this point on Elfbred, it actually said this is a fair trade. But if I'm completely honest with you, I would much rather have the Cupid Dragon. Obviously, I'm the one offering for it. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I love this neon warthog and I really didn't want to trade it. But I definitely will if it means we'll get this Cupid Dragon. And I probably should have just added something in, like a legendary or something like that, even if I would have been over, because you guys know I want this Cupid Dragon, and I am actually shocked that they are still trying to trade us, that they're still in this trade and they haven't declined. But then soon after this, they actually said, sorry, I'm gonna pass. But then a little bit later, I saw this same person, and guys, I really wanted that Cupid Dragon, so I traded her back and I said, hey, I saw you were making a mega blue butterfly, like in her profile, I saw that. And remember, I'm working on these blue butterflies, and I think I have like 2 or 3 that are full grown, and then the other one is like aged up like quite a bit, maybe to like teen or something like that. So I just thought maybe if I offered that mega snorkel and I put in these 4 butterflies and then I put in that neon warthog again, like maybe, just maybe, she would actually do the trade. And I don't think at first like she realized like what I was offering for was that Cupid Dragon again. And really they said like, I think I'm good, like I just have like 1 more neon to make, but really it was just worth a try. And then I said like, so there's nothing in my profile that you might want for that Cupid Dragon. But then when she came back to the chat, she said the Highland Cow, but I don't know if you're over or under. And really guys, at this point, the Mega Highland Cow is worth like 3 times the Cupid Dragon. So it's worth like 3 like fly ride Cupid Dragons. It's actually even worth like more than that. And then after I said that, she just declined the trade. So then I had this person trade me and they said, what on my profile do you want for the Ghost Pirate Capuchin Monkey? So then I went out to check out their profile, and guys, they did such a good job of like filling out their profile, like telling us like all the pets that they have for trade, what they're looking for, like all the stuff. But I didn't really feel like there was any pets that I really wanted, especially for this Ghost Pirate Capuchin Monkey, because I kind of want to keep it. Remember, I have another one on my main, and so if I get like 2 more, then I could probably make a neon or whatever, or maybe just hold on to them because I really like them. And like I said, they did have some cute stuff that I wouldn't have minded having, but it just wasn't going to add up to what I actually wanted, I didn't think. So when I came back to the chat, I just said, I'm really sorry, but I didn't see anything. And then they had put in this pup tune, because you guys know I'm looking for pup tunes. So remember, I have this section on my profile where I show like pets that I'm willing to trade like for the pup tune. So I just asked them if they picked one. And before I could even type out that whole message, they said winner doe for it. And I'm like, I will definitely trade the winner doe for this. So guys, we just got another pup tune. So after that trade, I just want to go out and I want to check and see how many pup tunes I have so far and how many more I need to be able to make my mega. And it looks like I need 4 more pup tunes after that trade to be able to make our mega. So we're getting so close. Then I had this person trade me and they asked me if they could offer for my mini pig. The value on the mini pig has gone up so much since the summer game last year, because that's when it came out, was like the summer fest. And guys, Elfbred says it's actually worth a 14. This one's a ride, so it's worth like a little bit more. And this person offered this mega fly ride dog. And guys, I know a mega dog is about like a 1. And that is the difference in this trade. So it's super unfair and super low offer, but maybe they didn't know. I really don't know. Next, I had this person offer me a frozen penguin for my neon frozen penguin. Obviously, this isn't a fair trade. And so I told them no, thank you, or maybe I just declined. Then I had this person trade me and they put in all these pets and just said like, can you offer? And then they said like, I like the Cappy. And I definitely didn't want to trade the capybara for this or for these pets. So I just put in some of my pets because I was thinking, oh, I can make another neon blue butterfly, and who knows, I might end up making a mega. And they said that they could add for the Cappy, but guys, I didn't want to take like a bunch of random pets for this one like good pet, because I really like the capybara. And then I finally finished aging up these blue butterflies so I can make my neon. I know I've told you guys before, but I just absolutely love all the butterflies. And I know a bunch of people had like a bunch of these blue butterflies, and probably there are a lot of megas, but I just think they're so cute. And if we have this neon and there's other people that are trying to make a mega, maybe they'll offer for our neon just so they can like easily make their mega, or more easily make their mega. And I got my first offer for this neon blue butterfly. This person put in a ride snowcat, and maybe it wasn't a horrible offer, but I just wanted something different, like maybe another neon or something better. Then I had this person trade me and they asked me if they could offer for those folded paper wings that we got from from like the capuchin or like the monkey event or whatever it was called. Oh, that's right. It was like the gibbon event. And it looks like I have like at least 10 pair just on this account, and I know I have more on my other alt accounts, so I have no problem trading this away. And I really did think that this was like a really cool thing to get. Like out of the gibbon box, it was one of the best things, I thought. And when they asked me what I wanted for it, I just said like I really like cute stuff, and that's kind of what I've been like saying lately. So then they added this amber butterfly, and I will definitely take that for these folded wings. And it looks like I have 7 of the amber butterflies after that trade, so if I get one more, I can actually make 2 neons to be able to trade. Next, I had this person trade me, and they put in this golden unicorn. These are kind of hard to trade. I have no idea why. I love all the unicorns, but the golden unicorn doesn't have like a really high value, so I put in this rosy maple moth, hoping that they would take this for this golden unicorn, because this rosy maple moth has actually been kind of hard to trade. And again, I really like both of these pets. I have no idea why nobody wants them, but we're just going to trade it, and hopefully we can trade this golden unicorn for something good. Next, I had this person offer for my neon blue butterfly. They put in the swordfish, which already was like a bad start because I don't know why, I just don't like the swordfish. And I told you guys in another video that I turned my party invitations back on, or I started trying to go to some of the parties. And in this party invitation, they actually said that they were giving away free pets for whoever showed up at the party, so I definitely wanted to check it out. And when I got to the party, I was actually really surprised because there were a lot of people there. But once I was there for like a little bit, I realized that this person's giving like really low tier pets away, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I really don't need one, and I really didn't want to wait in line. And I wasn't sure, but they were kind of saying or kind of acting like they were running out of pets already. So again, I just decided to teleport out of there because I just wanted to get some grinding done, and it just wasn't worth my time. Next, I had this person trade me, and they said something, hey, would you want to trade for the dinosaur? I had this Kai Jr. out, and I actually had an extra Kai Jr. Like I'm making a neon, but I had an extra one, and I will definitely trade it away if we get a good offer. Again, the Kai Juniors aren't really worth like that much or anything like that, because I think like a bunch of people got a bunch of them, but they're actually really cute. So then they said something about they would put in like 2 or 3 pets or something like that, or cool pets, and so they started adding in some pets. They put in this ocelot. I probably would have traded it for that because sometimes people are looking for those. But then they kept adding, and you guys know I'm kind of a sucker for cats and dogs. I know it sounds so weird, but they're so easy to make neons, and I think they're really cute when they're neons. Then they added like the sea skeleton panda, and you never know, like sometimes people are just looking for like certain pets, and so it's kind of nice to have. And I know that I was like, oh, I don't want a bunch of random pets like in my inventory, but again, I'm seriously always up for making like neon cats and dogs. Okay guys, and this is where it happens. This is where we actually trade our house. I can't even believe that I ended up trading this house. That took so long. So at first they put in this ride diamond hamster. I really like those, and I already have one, so I was kind of thinking like, I don't know, maybe we can make a neon or trade for a neon or something like that. And I know everybody doesn't love that pet, but I actually really like that pet. I like all the hamsters. So then they put in that ride albino gorilla, and surprisingly it has like really high value. But then they took it out, and they were actually offering this other like random stuff, and I was like, I will do it for the hamster and the gorilla. And mostly that was just based on values, honestly. I mean, I wouldn't say that I really like the albino gorilla. I don't dislike it. I'm just kind of like meh towards it. And I have a feeling that it's actually like not in high demand, so it's probably going to be like really hard to trade. But again, the value of their offer was actually like pretty high, and I was ready to trade this house and just move on. And I would absolutely love for you guys to comment down below and tell me if you would have done this trade or not. And on Elfbrad, they actually said, or it said, that the value of this like offer was like a 7.5, which I just felt like I couldn't pass up. And really, if you guys think about it, it took me 164 days to actually trade a house, because the first time we just traded for another house. So was it worth it? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this trade. I wasn't upset about it later, so I'm gonna say like happy values made me happy. But one thing I will say is I really hope that the next time that we decorate a house, it takes like so much less time to actually be able to trade it. And I had the hardest time figuring out like what house I wanted to decorate next, because I'm kind of getting tired of decorating like the same old houses. I mean, I feel like I usually use like the tiny homes, and then I just make them like little grinding houses, although they are definitely the cheapest to like decorate. But I felt like since I have like $107,000, I can actually decorate like a bigger house this time. And I decided, since I just started back up for Daphne Designs, I'm not actually going to do any of the decorating the house like on this series. days, but I'll definitely do like a speed build like video for it like when I'm all finished. So if you keep watching Brie, if you keep watching this challenge, then all you're gonna see is like the house like change a little bit and stuff like as I decorate it. Also, I looked at a bunch of the houses and I actually decided to pick this one to decorate next, mostly because you guys know I like big open spaces and it's just different than any of the other houses I've done in the past. But I feel like this one's gonna take like a lot of my bucks, but I'm super happy that I've like saved up all these bucks for it. And definitely the first thing I need to do is add like a little grinding area where I can do all the stuff. So after I picked this house and I was doing some tasks on my pet, I actually got this trade. This person offered me a snorkel for this neon blue butterfly, and I definitely didn't want to accept that. And then the same person traded me right back again and offered me the same thing, and I just declined. And then next I had somebody offer me a poodle for that neon blue butterfly, and I'm really hoping we can get something better for that neon butterfly, guys. That's the end of day 165. Bye guys, until next time.